So it was starting to be a burgeoning scene. I mean, the Holy City Zoo was, previous to this, had been belly dancing on Saturdays and Sundays, right? And then Papaya Juice.
I auditioned, but didn't.
Sorry. I know you still hold on to that as a possibility.
Well, yeah.
But then Papaya Juice was having a pretty good run as the weekend improv group, and they packed the crowds in there. They had a piano and a piano player. And,
right.
I mean, John L. would play piano for them between.
Yeah, but then they had other rooms, right?
I think
because that's how we met piano players for like Femprov and stuff. Because so
always need a piano player.
Poached them from her.
Yeah, exactly. And I think then.
Joshua, right? J. Rowell.
Right, that's right, exactly. Yeah, he's everywhere.
I love him.
I know. I was just reading his newsletter this morning. Okay, we'll cut this out later.
We don't have to. I think that's good. It's nice to say nice things about a person.
He's a good boy. But the other cafe was opening up over in the Haight at Carl and Cole.
Right, the other cafe players.
Mm-hmm. And who was in that group? I know Susan Healy was in that for a while, yes. Kit Hollerbach, probably.
Ooh,
Alex Hirschlag, maybe.
Wow.
I know. Names from your past.
But Debbie Durst, for sure, right? No?
You know, the only thing that I can remember about them is from the 30th anniversary that they got together and played. And I would even have to look that up now. But that was, I mean, I think the thing is that was, you weren't depending on one person to do stand-up comedy.
No.
You had a group of people that could be diverse, and you sort of got a big old mixed salad of talent and funny and, their own abilities and, disabilities.
Well, also, that's when stand-ups discovered they didn't want to follow improv.
Right. And actually a lot of the guys in Papaya Juice did stand-up.
Yeah.
And they maybe did it between sets and stuff, but I know that
well, I think that's where skits and sketches came from too, because they're coming from stand-up to improv instead of the other way around.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was a whole after like I always kind of, it reminded me of cattle herders and sheep herders, or cattle wranglers and sheep herders. That there were these two groups of people. There were stand-ups, and then there were improvisers.
Yeah.
And kind of never the twain shall meet, but improvising seemed to spawn off stand-ups. I mean, very soon on, Susan Healy started doing stand-up.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I think, maybe they weren't, hadn't really seen stand-up close up or something, right? Until they were in an improv group, but that's all you saw. Except for your group.
Right,
you know,
right. Well, and also, I mean, I think the supportive nature, just in general, of improv, is it gave you the chops and also the confidence to strike out on your own.
Yeah.
Terry Sand did stand-up.
Right.
Carol Roberts did stand-up.
Yeah.
I eventually did stand-up.
I never did stand-up.
Yeah, well,
I'm very proud of myself. I have
you
to
didn't
say.
go over to the dark arts.
For me, it was like, why would I do something for 10 years to get good at that I don't really want to do and repeat stuff all the time? No, none of that sounded like a good idea to me. So yeah, never did. Yeah, because a lot of people said, why don't you do stand? Because that would have been the time. I mean, when everybody else was, starting. But I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to.